All right, in today's video, it's going to be short. I just want to tell you a story about a guy that just really helped me out today. And this whole week has been like an up and down of all kind of crazy stuff that's been happening. For one, it started off by me losing two of my main folders of all of my YouTube video archives. So every project that I've actually done for like the last year on my e-bike channel, that folder gone. And this Waking Up Dreams channel, everything that I've been putting in there, all the files, the folders, the project, the video files, all gone. I don't know what happened. The two folders that held them all on this external hard drive I have completely wiped out. Now the raw files I have in a raw backup, but the actual projects itself, if I wanted to remake those videos, I'd have to actually remake the videos with all the files and re-edit them and everything else. Thankfully, they're already up. And I have very rarely ever had to go back and get the files back, but it's been one of those rough weeks. I mean, they disappeared. I've been trying to, I spent hours trying to find them, what happened to them, how did it disappear. But it's been one of those things where emotions have been going up and down. And my wife had this weird gut feeling that today I should try to call about a pair of glasses that I lost last month when I was in Las Vegas at a YouTube conference. And these glasses as a whole cost $1,200 before insurance, and insurance only covered about $500. It was a $700 bill by the time I was done with my eye exam and then ordering these glasses. And the reason why they're so expensive is they're rimless. I don't like glasses usually typically with rim on them. And they were also transitions. So they go from farsighted all the way down to nearsightedness. So I don't need to switch glasses because, especially like at conferences, I need to switch between the far side to see the screen. And then when I'm writing notes, I need to switch back and forth. And I didn't want to get bifocals. So they have these new transition glasses I want to try. They also are polarized. So if I go in the sun, they change color. And anti-scratch, anti-fog. I mean, they have all the bells and whistles. And these glasses are supposed to last me 10 years, unless my eyes go bad. And they're rimless. Okay, so it's just expensive glasses as a whole. And most of the time, all the glasses I have lasted me at least 10 to 20 years. My prescriptions changed, so they don't work as well. And my driving glasses are all polarized, and I have one in each car, and it's for driving. And that's this one glasses was to cover it all. Well, I didn't need to actually have to change glasses anymore. And I was in Vegas, and I ended up losing them. And I only had them probably for about 4 or 5 months. Devastated. And I was absolutely just bummed about losing these glasses. And I went to the eye doctor the other day to get the prescription again to find out if I could actually get it. Now, for those who don't know, I went full-time YouTube, so I don't have the same coverage I did with when I was employed and had eye coverage. So these glasses would be expensive. And I'm thinking, well, what can I do? I'm probably not going to replace them unless I actually start making revenue on the channel. But at least to get the prescription, maybe I can just get something, maybe bifocals or something cheap along the way. But anyway, my wife had this thought, you know what? We should call the hotel I stayed in. It was the M Resort. And I had checked the day I lost it. It was a three-day conference. So the second day I lost it, I went, checked at the security. They didn't have it. They said, check back the next day. Maybe somebody will find it, turn it in. I went back the day just before leaving Vegas. I went back again. And I got to say, the M Resort has some of the very most nicest security people I've come across in Las Vegas in any hotel. A lot of times I go to security, ask for directions. And they've always been all very helpful. But the M Resort security people are generally happy, and that's just different. Okay, I gotta say, they really come off as happy. Now, this gentleman that I talked to today, I said I lost my glasses a month ago, and I know because I was looking, when they are looking for glasses, there's a box that came out that has like at least 60 pairs of glasses, and they have them all in little baggies, so you can easily go through them and see them, and they're not like scratching each other, getting tangled or anything. And mine are very unique because they're rimless, and they're the arms of the glasses are just screwed in. In fact, they kind of look like these are actually reading glasses, but similarly they don't have rims on them, and they're just screwed in. And so that's a little more rare. I mean, that already kind of takes out a whole bunch of different glasses. The other thing is, They're Michael Kors glasses, and those are the only ones that are available for me to buy at the time. So, but they don't have any labeling that say Michael Kors on them. So it was one of the. It's just one of those days. Okay, so I lose these glasses, and today I've been thinking about it, and I'm still looking for my files, and I am stressed. I have deadlines for 2 e-bike videos that will be launching this week, on Tuesday and Wednesday. So I have a lot to do, a lot to get done. But this guy completely changes my whole week just because of how happy he was. And not just happy to help me, but just happy in general. I mean, from the moment he picked up the phone all the way through. So today I wanted to talk about how happiness is contagious and how we should go around and be around happy people to get what they got, to really try to get infected by happiness. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up is earlier in the week, I was talking or thinking about a lot of the jobs that I've had in the past, and a lot of it customer service. And customer service meaning even tech support. I was on the phone. I think there were 7 years that I was actually doing tech support on the phone for a while. And I'm generally a happy guy, I would say, but I do run pretty high strung. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm very motivated or goal oriented and task oriented, want to get things done. So when things are not really going my way, I can become less happy. And just more serious, or when I'm focused, it's very hard to be distracted, or when I'm hungry or tired. I mean, if I'm hungry and tired, I'm just not the same person anymore. But these people are generally really happy. And my wife was saying how lucky I am to have the friends that I do. She just brought this up after as well. And I was thinking about the same thing earlier. I have such happy friends. I love being around my friends because they're happy people. There's no drama in their lives. I mean, they joke and they laugh, and we generally have a good time. Yesterday, I had breakfast with one of my good friends, and he's 80 and he's nonstop throwing jokes out. He just makes everything so much lighter. And he's a very intelligent guy that has a lot of advice to be given anytime you need it. And it's something that I've worked on, and it's something that I think people need to go ahead and try to make an effort to work on their happiness. If you're not happy at this moment in time, I'm not here in any practical matter of, like, say, psychology or any education to go ahead and tell you how to be happy. But I can tell you one thing. Happiness is contagious. And that is something that I would like to go ahead and bring about. There's a few quotes that I'd like to actually talk about. It says, like, there's a guy named Chuck Palahniuk, and he says the only way to find true happiness is to risk being completely cut open. And that's true. Or Audrey Hepburn, she had another great quote. The most important thing is to enjoy life, to be happy, and that's all that matters. And that's a lot. I mean, there's so many things to really think around. And Oprah Winfrey, another one, is a very similar quote to this. Surround yourself with only happy people who are going to lift you higher. And then, it's because she knows it's about the contagion, right? And so this quote that I got, happiness is contagious, came off of this unknown. It didn't actually have a citation for it, but I looked up, can I get some quotes about happiness? And this one is, happiness is contagious. But this quote says, when you surround yourself with happy people, you're more likely to be happy yourself. And that's just a general rule. And it's kind of hard to be really bummed out and be a bummer around people who are happy. One, they're not going to hang around you very long. So I just like to make my own quote today, and it says, happiness is contagious. Go be around happy people and catch what they got, because that is the best way to go in and change your state and your mood, is to be around people who will just be uplifting in general. And I just want to say that this guy, Mr. Moore from the M Resort in Las Vegas, he was so energetically happy about life in general. He was just, I don't know, properly trained polite. I don't know what it is. I mean, I expect that they're going to be polite anyway, but he was not only just polite, but he was happy polite. And like I said, I know somebody's calling to find out about their glasses, and there's a box probably sitting in front of him, and it's no sweat. I'll go ahead and take a look for it. And then he says that these are usually the expensive ones are kept up by their area, that because they figure people will come back more often. But he said there's a vault full of them, and he's going to go look to see, just to make sure they're mine. And mine was in the box. That's what's even crazier. So whether or not it was in the box, I would be actually still making this, because he was so happy. Even though I mean, I didn't expect, actually, honestly, I didn't really expect my glasses to be found. It's been over a month. But the fact that they were found and he was able to identify them, because I did tell them that they were polarized and he had a UV light with him. I guess they do that for IDs, to check IDs, for people walking in. He immediately put it over and mine transitioned to the color. And then I told him about how they transitioned from farsighted to nearsighted on. Then he said, yeah, these are actually transitioned. And then he FaceTimed me. He borrowed somebody's phone that had one of the other security guys, and he FaceTimed me so that he could show me the glasses and what they look like and how, I mean, above and beyond. And it was, I know that's, people say that's his job, but you know what? There's a lot of security people that would not go that far and beyond. Now, don't get me wrong. There are the M Resort security have all of them have been nice, and they all have been generally on the happy level. Even the last gentleman that I worked with when I was there looking for my glasses, he brought out the box, and he knew I was really distressed about it. Now, these guys don't know how much the glasses cost. I did tell them later on, I said, these glasses were like between $500 and $700 after my insurance. I mean, I saw how much, I got my statement from my eye doctor to find out how much they cost. And it's a $1,200 pair of glasses because of all of the things that I was wanting on them, because like I said, they were supposed to last me for the next 10 years. And when I told him how much it was, even more so, he was determined. But he was already determined before that. And like I said, just that alone, whether or not if he didn't find my glasses, now he's going to send it to me. They're actually going to mail me the glasses. And I stayed at the hotel. I was a guest, and I was at a conference, and I did spend money there. But there's no obligation on their part to do what they did. And I just want to say that if anybody is out there and you want to have a good experience, get around happy people, because I think what is making a lot more joy lately for me is that I have been blessed to be around such happy friends lately. And I actually got this glass to kind of give a little showing of an example of, this is actually a lot of what I live in my household of my wife. And I just want to say, I have a wife who's always looking at it being half full, always. I mean, in fact, it could have this much left, and she goes, wow, look how much more you got left. I mean, that's the kind of person I ended up marrying, and I'm so glad I did, because she definitely does turn the tides whenever I'm a little down, to just try to cheer me up, but she's just generally a positive, happy person. And I'm glad that I'm always around that, because like I said, I'm pretty intense. I need to get stuff done. I'm very task oriented, and she's kind of like, it is what it is. Let's go ahead. What are you going to be upset about? Or I have my other friend, John, who in the back of my head, whenever I get upset, I can always, the first thing when I'm upset about something that I can't control, he's like, okay, so how long are you going to be upset about this? Because get over it. You can't control it. And it's one of those things that makes me laugh, because I can hear him, and because he's a happy guy, and I in my thoughts, I have his presence with me. All of a sudden it changes my mood. And that's what kind of contagious stuff happy people are like. So one thing I can only give a little advice on today is, if you're not having your happiest times, find people to be around that are happy in general. Hope this has been helpful to you. I hope I earned your subscription today. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. Any ideas on other things that can be done other than just being around happy people? Please add to the comments, because I'd love to make more content about being happy. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.